Students, our next topic is electrical resistivity or specific resistance. The resistance of a conductor depends upon following factors. First is length. Let us consider two identical conductors in the forms of slabs, each of length L and area of cross section A. Each of length L and area of cross section A. Let a potential difference V is applied across each slab एंड आई बी दी करंट फ्लोइंग थ्रू ईच स्लैब. जब दोनों के ऊपर V पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अप्लाई किया जाता है तो दोनों कंडक्टर से I करंट फ्लो करता है. देयरफॉर रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ ईच स्लैब इज R इज इक्वल टू V अपॉन I. नाउ let the two slabs, they are placed side by side so that total length of the conductor becomes 2L. If same potential difference V is applied, across the ends of the combination, then it is found that current flowing through the combination is I upon 2. Therefore, resistance of this combination will be R is equal to V divided by I upon 2. Because current through the combination was I upon 2. 2 goes on the upper side, this becomes 2 into V upon I. As V upon I was equal to R, therefore this becomes 2R. This means on doubling the length of a conductor, resistance becomes double. Therefore, resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to length of the conductor. It is to be noted that resistance of a conductor increases on increasing the length because the electrons have to travel a longer distance through the conductor, suffering large number of collisions. On increasing the length of the conductor, its resistance increase because electrons have to travel a longer distance through the conductor, suffering large number of collisions. Therefore, resistance of the conductor increase on increasing the length of the conductor. Now, second factor on which resistance of a conductor depends, that is area of cross section. Divide the conductor slab into two equal parts, cutting it lengthwise so that this slab can be considered as a combination of two identical slabs, each of length L and area of cross section A upon 2. If V is the potential difference applied across each of the half slab, then it is found that current flowing through each half slab will be I upon 2. Therefore, resistance of the each half slab will be R is equal to V upon I upon 2. Taking 2 to upper side, this becomes 2 into V upon I. Therefore, this is equal to 2R. Here, V upon I is the resistance of the full slab, across which if a potential difference V is applied, then current flowing through it is I. Now the resistance of the full slab is R. Therefore, resistance of the half slab is R dash is equal to 2R. This means on halving the area of cross section of the conductor, this doubles the resistance. अगर area of cross section को आधा कर देते हैं तो कंडक्टर की रेजिस्टेंस डबल हो जाती है. Therefore, resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to area of cross section of the conductor. Resistance of the conductor is inversely proportional to area of cross section of the conductor. That is, R is inversely proportional to A. It is to be noted that halving the area of cross section of the slab, resistance increase because electrons find it more difficult to pass through smaller cross-sectional area. When the cross-sectional area was large, then it was easy for the electrons to pass through the conductor. On halving the area of cross-section, the electrons find it more difficult to pass through smaller cross-section area. Therefore, on decreasing the area of cross-section, resistance increase. Third factor, the resistance of a conductor also depends upon nature of material. Resistance of a conductor also depends upon nature of material. Whether the conductor is silver or it is iron or it is aluminum. When there are different materials, then its resistance will be different. And resistance of a conductor also depends upon temperature of the conductor. As R is directly proportional to L and R is inversely proportional to A. Therefore, R is proportional to L upon A. On removing the sign of proportionality, we multiply with a constant rho. Therefore, R is equal to rho L upon A. Rho is a constant of proportionality, which is called specific resistance or electrical resistivity of the material of conductor. As R is equal to rho L upon A, if L is 1 and A is 1, then on substituting value of L is equal to 1 and A is equal to 1 in this equation, R is equal to rho. Therefore, specific resistance or electrical resistivity of a material of conductor is equal to resistance of the conductor with unit length and unit area of cross section. Specific resistance of a material of conductor is defined as the resistance of a conductor with unit length and unit area of cross section. Or resistance or specific resistance or electrical resistivity is the resistance of unit cube of material of given conductor. Now, as R is equal to rho L upon A, we can write that rho is equal to RA upon L. Rho is equal to RA upon L. Therefore, its unit will be, SI unit will be, SI unit of specific resistance or resistivity is, SI unit of resistance is ohm, area is meter square and length is meter. Therefore, this is ohm meter. This is ohm meter. Now the dimensions of resistivity. Now the dimensions of resistance as we have derived in our earlier topic, M1 L2 T minus 3 A की power 2. And the dimensional formula of length is L and dimensional formula of area is L square. Therefore, dimensional formula of R is this, dimensional formula of area is L square and dimensional formula of length is L. Therefore, one power cancels one power. Therefore, this becomes M1 L3 T minus 3 A2. This is the dimensional formula of resistivity.